steady missing my calls. Was walking in here tonight, didn't just prove me wrong. Hell is a dance floor, watching a red dress get around with someone new. Mama's a damn sure breaking in my chest, watching them fall for you. Part of me wants to leave this place, but I can't get the other hand to look away. Every song reminding me I need yours. Here is a dance floor. Here is a dance floor. Okay, so I want to talk about my process a little bit for as a beginner learning how to play and sing songs on guitar, which is obviously very challenging to do. So what I usually do is start with the chord progression and just find the chord progression that works, usually a pretty simplified version. Sometimes I'll just move it into G and use the G chords. I just basically make it as easy of a chord progression that sounds like the song or close enough to the song as I can, and then use the lyrics and the melody of the lyrics to just put that right over the top. And most people just don't even notice the difference. Even if it doesn't sound exactly like the recording, the original song, it really doesn't matter that much. It's ultimately your cover of it anyway. So that's my approach. That's what I'm doing currently. So I just did A Long December by Counting Crows, Wagon Wheel, Old Crow Medicine Show / Darius Rucker, a couple like that, and I did them the same way. So learned the progression, really nailed that, so I could sort of automate that. So that progression, the strumming pattern, the chord transitions, the tempo, everything gets sort of automated in that step. So the song I'm learning right now is Hell is a Dance Floor. Hell is a Dance Floor. So on that one, I'm using the A minor chord from the recording, which is, I won't go into specifics, but, and then into a G, and then into a D. And the original recording is not a D, but it's close enough. So that's what I'm going to use. So when I first start, I do that. I run through just over and over, automate, maybe for 20 minutes, strumming over and over the transitions. And then from there, I will try to hum the lyrics. Learning lyrics is the hardest part of this. I will try to hum the lyrics over, and initially it'll just go completely off. You'll be moving along, you'll start to hum, and it'll just all go crazy, and you'll just fail. And that's fine, that's part of the process. Just keep sounding terrible and messing up until it starts to get better and better and better. And you just, before you know it, you'll be playing that chord progression and you'll be humming, and then going from humming to singing the lyrics is not that big of a jump, because you already have the chord transition, you have the feel of the chord transitions and the rhythm over the tempo and where things like where the hard chord transitions are and the changes. You'll have that worked out. And then at that point, it's just remembering the words is the hard part. So with all that said, I just want to make this short video and kind of explain that part of my process, because I think there may be a lot of beginners out there and people learning that'll be in the kind of same position I'm at. And this phase has been a lot of fun for me, and that's really why I wanted to tell you most, because it's a lot of fun to do this. Yeah, so thanks. Okay, so I'm going to show you where I'm at with Hell on a Dance Floor, which I just started 20 minutes ago. And that's the whole chord progression. It's an A minor variant to G to D. And it's A minor 7. So just one finger off, the middle finger off on an A minor chord. So that's the chord transition. I've already transposed the song into that chord transition that chord progression that I'm familiar with. So I can play that no problem. So when you start adding the singing on, it gets complicated. So I'll try to hum it. I'll show you how much it affects this part of it at this step in the process. Starts to come apart pretty fast. Started off okay, and then before I knew it, I was trying to hum with the melody and my hand was no longer fretting. So yeah, that's just how it works. That is part of the learning process. Totally normal. I just try to embrace it. Let's try it again. Where you can play this and talk. Where you can play that chord progression and have a conversation with someone at the same time. That is really the level of automation that you need to comfortably sing a song while playing. And you can do it. I'm telling you, it's hard, but you just have to teach your brain what you want it to do, and it will mold into that. So you can see it improving there. And it's that sort of incremental progress that you'll just see. You'll play it, it'll suck, you'll play it 10 more times, it'll suck less, and you just keep going. And before you know it, you'll be able to strum and play the whole song. Learning the lyrics will be that last 10%. And yeah, these days I spend a lot of my time just trying to learn lyrics. So I told you guys that I would show you the progress on Hell is a Dance Floor. So here's some progress. I've been working on just looping the chord progression. So I've got that down. It feels really automated at this point. So now let's try to add back on some lyrics and see how that goes. Much better. A lot of progress there from the last version. I think yesterday or the day before, probably a couple days ago. So I wanted to show you this, and I think probably the next time I show you the progress, it'll be the verse and the chorus, and it'll probably sound a little similar to this, and then maybe the next time it starts to sound a little better, and then I get maybe another verse in, and then we just go from there. But I wanted to make one of these videos where you could see me starting from zero, learning the chords, practicing the chords, humming, doing this, and then just the whole progression. And then I'll probably just put that all into one video. Let's try it again. So you can hear right there, that's one of the things that I have to watch out for, is I will speed up the tempo. I will start off slow and then it will just speed up. So sometimes I like to use a metronome. It's really good practice to use a metronome when you're practicing or doing this, and that'll help you get more consistent with your tempo. Yeah, so that's a big thing I need to focus on there. I'm speeding up too much. It's a very slow tempo song. Another thing I wanted to point out is this song, I'm not as worried about the strumming pattern. You can see, you may have noticed I change it up pretty often. Sometimes I'll give it a few strums up and down on the G because it just feels right at that point in the song. And then other times I'll just give it a real easy down up. But you can kind of see that. So you can see it there on the G. I played it completely different the first time and the second time through. And I just don't worry about that. I just let the feel dictate that. And it ends up, I think, I like it better than me just trying to stick to a certain pattern over and over. There's a time and a place for that, I think. But thank you all. Okay, so I changed the D to an E minor to help with my vocal range. So this is where I'm at right now with Hell is a Dance Floor. On and on about song reminded me I ain't yours. Well, hell is a dance floor. A lot of practice and repetition. Drowning whiskey, you steady missing my calls. If walking in here tonight didn't just prove me wrong. There was a dance floor watching a red dress spin around with someone new. My heart's been damn sure breaking in my chest, watching it fall for you. So that's the first verse and chorus. Good progress there. Happy with that. I'll keep probably working on it progressively, but I think that'll be probably the end of the video. So this kind of gives you a feel for how I progress through learning to play and sing a song. It starts off pretty ugly, and lots of just not being very good and working through it. And I think that's really the equation, is like not getting frustrated and just understanding that as you progress in this, the more you can be okay with the process, I think the more you'll enjoy it. And that's just, take that for what it is. That's just one person's opinion, but thank you.